Okay, the jig is up. I added like a screensaver thing. I was like, so there's clearly a few differences with how my stream is looking right now. Let me get rid of that. Can I please, why won't it let me move the screensaver? I would really appreciate if it let me move it. Why can't I move it? That seems odd. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to figure it out for next time. But I thought it would be cool to have a screensaver there. Also, this guy put his watermark on a Windows screensaver. So I don't think you own that. But anyway. So there's a few differences. I'm going to go over them really quick. Man, I really wish why? Okay, no, seriously, why can't I move the screensaver? Like, it's making me genuinely a little tweaked. Fit the screen. It's dumb. Okay, that works. I didn't get to move it like I wanted, but this works. So I added a window display for the stream because I wanted to add a few more things and I didn't want it getting in the way of the UI. I was a little worried about the windowed stream being too small, but I tried to make it as large as possible. I also adjusted the chat. There's just no one here right now. I added music. I have this working so that so that people can see it, like what's playing. Most of the playlist is breakcore. That's just kind of a bunch of music that I was able to get and put into a long playlist because I didn't really want to have to worry about what was playing too much. I added a input overlay so that people can see me while I'm doing keyboard inputs. It just makes it easier if I'm trying to teach something. And I put a temporary little guy here. So I posted her on Instagram. She has 3 states. This one, this one, and this one. They're obviously not done. They're placeholders. I actually might increase my mic sensitivity just a little bit because it's kind of bugging me. I could also just not make her move. I think that would also be fun. So yeah, she's got a few little toggles. Not done yet. I wanted the 3rd one to have like a rotating T-pose, and this cube to actually like be a physical cube that would rotate around. But VitoTube doesn't really support that. I kind of wanted a mix between PNGTuber and VitoTube, and currently I don't think one exists. So we'll go with what we have. I'm gonna bug Drilly because I know they like coming. And then we're gonna get started. And let's launch. I was working in Maya because we're finishing retopology. Hopefully. That's the aim. Let me also get the music. I just want to make sure that it's not too loud. I had it like pretty low, but let me check that one more time. Because I also get to hear it, which is fun for me. I think that's a good volume. If it's not a good volume, just someone tell me. Okay, Maya is opening, and I'm gonna switch there in a second. Actually, I'm gonna lower it a little bit. It's at 1% now. Okay. Oh God, I have so much stuff in my OBS sources now. Yay. Okay. So, oh, that was my shoulder. I finished up yesterday with the hands being done. That was nice. I was happy with my progress. That looked pretty good. I added in knuckles and fingernail indentations, which I haven't actually done on a model very often, because usually just ended up, like, I felt like it added too much topology, and it was also like for like portfolio pieces, so there wasn't any need. So let's make that live, go back to my retopology, turn that off, that's not green, and we'll get to work. Something I want to mention though is my stream schedule might have to change, which kind of sucks because I like the schedule I have right now. I mean, ideally I would have another stream in between Thursday and Tuesday, but it works for what it is. Because I'm doing this, I don't know if it's actually confirmed yet, I still have to do like an interview. But I might be busy like Monday to Friday, like 9 to 4 every day for like 4 weeks, and then like something like a placement, so we'll see how that goes. Oh, I definitely like didn't want the topology to look like that, now that I see it. This is better. Oh, also what I'm gonna do is I put all of the songs that I made, like my little stream playlist, I put it all in a YouTube playlist. The only song that's missing from there is this one, Therio side. So if anyone wants to check out the artists that I'm putting on blast here, please do, because I really, really like them. I think last stream I said that I wanted to get retopology done. I think that's definitely doable. Bruh. I definitely want those to die because we'll get too high if I don't. I don't even need this much topology, I'm kind of pushing it. I can always get rid of it later. Sorry, I had to look at my phone for a second. I was playing Cookie Run earlier. Did my stream not go live this entire time? Hold on. Hold on. No, it says public. Okay, never mind. Don't know what was up with that. Because I just, I checked on the YouTube app really quick to double check. Okay, so love it when it does that. This looks like it should match up, but as usual, there's going to be some adjustments needed, which is fine. I'll deal with it. Too much there. Hold on. 23. And you have how many? 19. There's more edge loops on this one? No, there's 12. Twelve is a bit low. It's actually kind of low. But it looks good. Like it's getting the silhouette properly. Alright. Let's move some bitches in, I guess. This down. I don't know how good this is to do right here at that wrist point. I feel like I should have done it way earlier. Or later. If it says my stream is live, then why is it not showing up on YouTube? Oh no, it does. Never mind, we're fine. I lied. Don't be like that. Pain. Could just add another loop here. It's an odd number though. I can't say I'm like a huge fan of the odd numbers. Hi Miranda! Yay! Modeling is going well. Also, peep the new chat box. It's way easier to read now. It's going well. I'm currently trying to... Is this the correct... No, this is my... I need to get a different PRF. 1 second. I'm trying to get that poll reference so that I can see what that chart is doing when they put 3 into 2. I'm just gonna save it there. And load this. Okay. So let's see what they did. I want... Oh wow, they just don't have it. That's great. I want 3 to 2. Shit. I only have 4 to 2, 2 to 1, 1 to 1. So I can either add a new edge loop in here, which would totally throw off literally everything, or add a new edge loop in here, which would also totally throw off everything. I forgot about this. Oh shit, what did I just do? Okay, there we go. Because then it would make it odd, and I really didn't want to make my edge loop count horizontally odd. How did these work again? I guess I could just make it a triangle. It won't kill me, I suppose. Oh wait, or... Actually, that won't work. For lack of better topology, we're just gonna go with the triangle. Kinda sucks. Whatever though. Let's do this area. Next stream I might do something different because it's not that I'm getting bored of this one, but this is the only 3D project that I've been doing. And hi Thought! Oh, thank you! I made her as a little temporary. And I just kind of threw her in here so that she had something to do. She has 3 states. I'm deciding between calling her Bingle or Binks. But yeah, so I might work on a different project. Thank you! I'm using a Vado Tube Mini. It's not going to come up on the closed caption very well. But yeah, so mayhaps another project, only just because, not that I don't like working on this one, because I'm literally at my favorite step right now. It's just like, this is the only 3D thing I'm doing, and I kind of want to have at least one other thing. I kind of want to just sculpt the character in ZBrush, for like just a pose sculpture. I really like doing those. Bingle is cute, and it just reminds me of the like, holy fucking Bingle meme. Can't say I'm like, I don't think I like this topology here very much. Because this is like, okay, this area on the body is, there's so much, okay, well, I'm not really, this isn't an animation character, so it's not actually going to deform that much. But like, if you were rigging a character and you like move these legs up, the weight painting in like the pelvis area is so difficult. It is, yeah, I'd say like the pelvis and the shoulders were the hardest. They require so many like shape keys. Find a way to resolve these. It's okay. It's fine. Something I was always taught, and I'm gonna pass it on here since it's easy to see. You can see that my edge loops are following the form of the shape. So this is where like the Tommy Paunch ends here. And you can see where kind of the leg and the, for lack of a better word, genital area, like underbelly, starts. So I've put my edge loop at that area and here. Because even if you have a normal map, to bake those details back on, it's important that the silhouette of the model will follow that shape. So like if I just like moved this edge loop and it was like over here and it wasn't actually on that boundary, it's now different from my sculpt and it's not selling the shape very well. Maya classes. Oh, yeah, Maya classes are tedious is tedious is the right word. For sure. It's a tedious program. What did you end up taking Maya for, if I might ask? Because a lot of people use it for different purposes. Sculpting a full figure is very tedious also. But it's a tedious thing that I like a lot. I'll leave that for now. Let's connect these. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it was for a digital painting class. I had to use Maya to build an environment and light the scene in 3D so I can paint over it in Photoshop. I'm actually really glad that they taught that. I don't know if Maya was the right choice to teach that because there's no way digital painters are paying for a Maya subscription just to make a 3D scene to paint over. Like, they're just gonna use Blender for that. So I kind of wish I taught you Blender instead. But I'm still really glad that they did that. I think that's a good program to have. Because there's so many 2D artists that would, including myself, that benefit from having 3D, but then they don't know how to do it. Yeah, it feels really silly to be like, yeah, so we're gonna teach you how to use 3D to help your 2D, and then it's like, cool, I already pay out my ass for Photoshop, like, assuming I pay for Photoshop, but like, say I already pay my ass out for Photoshop. And it's like, now you're asking me to get a Maya subscription too? Like, I know Maya Indie is like 300 USD a year or whatever, but like, still. And if you're just a digital painter and you're just using it like for reference, then like, okay, I'm paying $300 a year to what? Mock up a scene in 3D that I could just use in Blender for free? It just seems silly. Still good, like they got the spirit. I just wish they taught it in a different program. Ugh. My professor was obsessed with working in industry printer programs. It's so expensive. Yeah, okay, at the very least, Maya gave me an educational license for free. I was very happy that I didn't have to. Oh yeah, Maya will Destroy your little dinky laptop. Yeah, mine will destroy anything it touches. I had to switch to a Windows computer. I used to be a Mac user when I started my 3D course. And I was kind of mad about it because I just didn't like Windows. I'm still not the hugest fan of it. Like, my setup has so many cords, like a ridiculous amount of cords. But then when I would work on my iMac, it was one cord, like all the time. Like my speakers were embedded in the computer. My mic was in the computer. It's just one cord if I want an extra mic. My keyboard and mouse were Bluetooth. My monitor didn't need a cord. It's just like, yeah, a lot of cords. But anyway, yeah, it's, I was very lucky that Maya offered educational licenses, and so did Substance Painter. And some other ones, like, well, Unreal was always free. Nuke offered educational license. I think Nuke just, like, has, like, a free-to-use license, which is really great. What else? I didn't have to pay for DaVinci. DaVinci's free. And Designer too. ZBrush they will not give out for free. You have to pay for like, and also if you wanted to like get like an educational price on ZBrush, you have to like go through a bunch of hoops to get it for some reason. I don't know why they did this, and this was before Maxon acquired it. I don't know if Maxon made it any easier. So that is 19 loops, and this is how many? Mac for art, other than that, Windows great. Yeah, for sure. Mac is just, it's just so easy to set up and like move around. Like when I was in like a general arts course before moving and specializing into 3D at a different program, I would just like come home for reading week or whatever, and all I would have to do is like put my iMac in its box and then bring the cord and then bam, like I could just bring my whole desktop home. But I could never bring my Windows home, and my laptop broke, so I was bored. And I just didn't come home that often. Which is like whatever. Yeah, I love that about Mac. And I like their laptops too. So my laptop was my first computer I owned that was mine. I got it in 2013. It was a Christmas and birthday gift. I really wanted a MacBook. Literally only because I thought iMovie was a good software and that they had like QuickTime. Because back then there wasn't really any good screen capture software. Like no one really knew about OBS, I think, at the time. And I used to make LPS videos. So I got a very bougie purchase, and we're not really rich, so that was like my whole Christmas was that. And it was a MacBook Pro 13-inch, I think, 2013. I use that thing forever. It's great. And then one day, me and my brother were playing GTA, and our hands were sweaty, and my controller slipped and dove right into my open laptop screen, like shattering the base of it. So my screen was destroyed. And so I got it fixed. It was pretty expensive. I was so upset. And my dad took it to someone who ended up like fixing it, obviously, but like there was space in between the screen and where it was supposed to be. And I live in a very humid place. I'm surrounded by lakes and we don't have AC. So over the years, it began to accumulate humidity inside the screen. And I remember one time, the night before I went off to college, like my first year, it did in fact break. And I was so upset. I was so upset. I was like, it's unusable now. Like, I can't use it anymore. Like, we paid this much money and it's shit. And then it just started working again. And I was like, okay, it's working now. So I start using it again, and it's good for another few years. And then one day it just breaks again. And the screen hasn't fixed itself since. But the computer still runs fine. I also blame the controller. It was an old PS3 controller. They did not have very good grips. But yeah, so the laptop still works. And I just recovered a bunch of files off it recently and removed a bunch of software. And it still runs as good as the day I got it, and it's over 10 years old. So what I would like to do, I wanted to do this last summer, but I didn't get to. I want to fix it. I want to just put a new screen on it. That would be nice. So we'll see if I get to do that. But it runs fine. You just need to plug it into an external monitor, of course. Okay, this needs apologies. Actually, like crap. We're gonna start over. It was my baby. I loved that thing. I did everything on it. I loved sitting in bed and just being on my laptop. I don't get to do that anymore. I don't get to just sit in bed and be on my laptop. It's a very bougie thing to miss. I will admit that, but it was fun. Yeah, very well loved. And I'm hoping that I can love it again, because again, it works great, just needs to get fixed. Oh, you had a bamboo too? My first tablet was a bamboo. But it broke like a year in. I was really pissed. Because I got mine, so you got yours in 2013. I think I got mine in 2013 too. And I feel like this was when they were phasing out the bamboo tablets. Because when I tried looking for them online, you could either get them secondhand or sorry, I just bumped the mic. Or very few stores would carry them. And I remember I had to ask my dad to drive out like 2 hours to go and get me one. Because there wasn't any around. And then I just didn't see them anymore. Yeah, I miss being like 12 years old and getting to draw for 4 hours when I got home from school. iPad and Procreate is nice, but I don't know. I'm still trying to get into it. I don't think Procreate is all that good. I feel like everyone hyped up Procreate way too much, and it made me really mad. There's like a lot of topology here that I just straight up don't need. I remember wanting to get a new one a couple years later, but they were gone too. Intuos became the new thing. Yeah, Intuos is, I don't know how good they are, but holy shit, they are expensive. And like, for no good reason. I think I remember my Bamboo was, why do I feel like it was like $170 for a Bamboo tablet? And nowadays, I get my tablets for less than $100, either from Huion's official store or their Amazon store. And the quality is just better. I cannot fathom Wacom's stronghold choke on the market. It makes no sense to me. Oh no, too reliant on Procreate, forgot how to use Photoshop. I mean, if it's fun, it's fun. Oh man, it's just like, it feels like so much topology that I like straight up don't need. Like, can I get rid of a... Hold up. Can I actually get rid of one, or is it gonna cause problems later? XP Pen I have not tried. I was going to, actually. I was looking at both Huion and XP Pen back when I needed a new tablet. So the current tablet I'm using is relatively new. I got it in 2022 in the winter because my previous tablet was another Huion. It was my second tablet, the one that I was replacing. So my timeline is kind of like, I got the Wacom Bamboo Create, and that genuinely like lasted like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years, like not long. And then throughout all of high school, I had a different tablet. I had a Huion 1060 Plus, I think. It was very big. It was huge. And general wear and tear, and also when I was in high school, I was switching between my mom's and my dad's house like crazy. So that tablet traveled with me everywhere. It went from house to house every single week. And it also came with me to college. And then in 2022, it kind of started breaking down. I would take it to the college with me because I live not too far from campus. And then one day just kind of like stopped like being that good. So I was like, all right, oh, I can get rid of this, maybe. I was like, all right. So I got a new Huion, and I was looking at XP Pen, but I happen to like Huion's line a little bit better for my purposes. And so I ended up going with this one. This one is the H610, I think. So I got a smaller tablet. I didn't need a huge one. My topology here is like really not that great. Oh, I bought this rigging class on Udemy. It was $20. Because I was looking at it. It was in my bookmarks because someone recommended it. They were like, yeah, if you're familiar with rigging, and you want to, brush up on it, learn more, have a course, take this one. And I was taught rigging in school, so I was like, okay, I'll look out for this. So it got buried in my bookmarks. I went through my bookmarks looking for some footage for the video that I'm still rewriting. And I clicked on it looking to screen capture it. And then I saw that it was like 77% off from $100. So it was like 22 Canadian dollars. So I snatched that real quick. Wow, all of this and I still have not fixed my problem of there being too much topology. Really cool. I know for some people they like XP pens. I just ended up picking Huion again. I haven't tried the Huion tablets yet, but I was curious about getting one. I used to have an XP pen in 2017 for a little bit, but then I sold it. I imagine the new models. Yeah, newer. I'm hearing better and better things about XP pen. I've always heard good things about it. But I just, I don't know, I just like the models that Huion had, and also for me, I was super picky on the size. So I really wanted something smaller. I wanted something with a non-chargeable pen, because my previous tablet was a Huion, and it was one of those, it was before they switched to the non-charging pens. And I didn't want a charging pen. It was annoying. Yeah, $20 for a $100 class is like actually crazy. I was very lucky. I'm gonna have to reduce so much topology later. But yeah, a lot of people using XP pen. I just ended up going with Huion because they had like the size I wanted and then the features I wanted. Which is pretty much it. Just kind of happened to work out that way. I was looking at an XP pen. It was on my list. I actually made like a... You know what? Let me see if I can grab it. It might help someone. It was a Google document. Actually, no, it was a spreadsheet. Sheets. And it was about... I put in a bunch of tablets. Let's see. Tablet comparison. Yeah, so I had a few Huions. There was there was one XP pen. Yeah, it was a star. So this was my old one. This is actually the one that I ended up buying, I think. Yeah, maybe. No, I think I got this one. Yeah, because there's so many options, so I was like, okay, I need to put this on a spreadsheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this is my model, the H610X. And then I think it was down to these two, and I was deciding between the 320M and the 610X. This one was really cool. If it's still on their site, it was $4 more expensive. It was just a little bit smaller, but what you could do was you could draw on it without connecting to a computer. So you could just like like you could just kind of ink draw on it. Like it had like one of those like, I don't know, like it kind of looked like a Game Boy, if that helps. I don't know how to describe it. Let's just look it up. H320M. Where is it? It let you do this. And I thought that was so cool. It's like, this is American dollars, so it's on sale right now. But yeah, if anyone is like looking for a new tablet, I recommend doing this. There was also one that had a key dial or a keyboard on it, and I might end up getting the key dial and keyboard one next time I upgrade, but that won't be for a little bit. But yeah, it was really cool that they did that. I guess now that I have an iPad, I don't need it. As in, I don't need that feature, but I still thought it was cool. Definitely gonna need more topology. I don't like that it ended that way. Not the hugest fan of topology. I'm never a huge fan of the topology. The only topology I've been proud of this whole time is the hand. Oh well. Get out. Oh yeah, I never got to finish my plot line from earlier. About my stream schedules changing, or the possibility of it. I think high likelihood, very high likelihood. But anyway, what I will try to do is if I do end up, you know, qualifying for that thing, I'll attempt to stream on weekends because those would be my only days off. I don't know if I'll always be able to, but I will try. Because I don't really want to let this project rot. It's something that I really want to do. That's actually not that bad. Here's something I could do. Wait. Okay. What I should probably do is do that. Even though I don't know, it kind of looks like shit. I could either add 2 more edge loops on the arm, or Oy. Don't play games with me, Maya. Maybe this will make a difference. Hell yeah. It's not the nice pointed shoulder I normally would prefer. Like normally, what I had before was I had it coming this way. But, I don't know. Let's just try it. Oh, Jesus. The, kind of the whole point of this is to just go for it. So I don't have time to make the perfect topology on Earth. And as she's being live tracked, her movements aren't going to be that crazy. So I'll let it slide. It's not my favorite. I really don't like that there's a star here, but we're just gonna have to go with it. The loop is here. That much is true. So it's not like I don't have the loop down. Let's just go for it. I ended up not changing the final topology, so this can come back. Thank you so much, Miranda. I'm really picky. I'm definitely like being a little too picky here, but sometimes it's the burden of being taught by professionals, and so I get their workflow stuck in my head. So even though this like model is like completely like for personal work, it's for live tracking, like the rules are different. I can't help but look at it sometimes and I'm like, my professor would not approve, but it's fine. Yeah, it's can be hard making your own decisions sometimes, weirdly enough, in 3D. Because you're so used to just being like, you know, can you critique my work, can you improve my work, like, you know, but, oh well. I can't stand the star that's right here. Imagine one of my professors joins my live stream. Oh, I get cooked. They'd be like, why are you doing this? Be like, it's for fun, I promise. I am seeing them this weekend. We're hanging. Getting ramen. Oh my god, this whole area. Honestly, I put all my loops in place last stream, and this whole stream today has been me just like absolutely like fucking them up. It's pretty funny. Yeah, we ended up, me and my professors ended up being pretty tight. They were also just very friendly in general. And, I mean, our cohort was pretty old too. Like, a lot of us were, I was definitely on the younger side, but I wasn't the youngest. We had a few, like, people like coming right out of high school. But a lot of my cohort was like people in their mid to late 20s, sometimes early 30s. So we got along very well. Okay, what the hell am I supposed to do here? And my teachers helped me land my first art-related job a few years ago. The connections are very special. Absolutely. My one digital painting teacher was trying to get me an in for a layout position. And although I don't desire to work in the 2D art industry, like that's not, it's why I went to school, is because I didn't want to do it. I wanted to when I was a kid, but I realized that I don't actually. So, while her offer was literally the best, I didn't end up making a layout portfolio. I got things ready so that I could. Like, I have some examples, you know, I could make one. It wouldn't take that long. It's just, I don't know, I can't do anything that I don't want to do. And, I had my heart set on 3D, so I never kind of took her up on that. And there was also at the time that I was super grinding for my own 3D portfolio. That was last year. But I'm sure, like, I feel like if I made a layout portfolio tomorrow and I showed it to her, she would probably pass it along. And, like, those are the best kinds of people. But she was really supportive of me not going into 2D. Even if she's a 2D teacher. I know one of my professors got one of my classmates a internship. So, yeah, if you make good relationships with your professors, it will take you. I mean, it's kind of the same thing everywhere. Like, connections kind of drive the art world, as frustrating as that can be. It is very much true. It really is, like, the more you know, the more people you know. And not only that, but they can give you advice and insight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Takes a lot of guts to pursue what you really love when something different comes around. It does. I'm also just a really stubborn person, and I was very motivated to, because this was after I graduated, I was very motivated to continue self-teaching myself. But reality did in fact hit me at some point when the industry was just unsalvageable. It still is. But I don't know if working in 2D would even save me at this point, which is the sad part. I just saw a tweet the other day. Actually, maybe I'll talk about it a little bit since we're on this topic. Let me grab this. I saved it to my bookmarks. So they said, I'm done actively looking for animation work. If something comes along, great. But today I applied to be a hotel dishwasher and a salon receptionist. I need stability and a steady paycheck before anything. And then it looks like they were on the West Coast, so they're saying, I'm debating moving back to the East Coast for good. There's nothing here for me. Also, I got a Miku mouse, by the way. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, I saw this last night, and it just, like, hit me like a truck. And this is basically how I feel. Let me just check pronouns, they, them. They said, I'm just on actively looking, TV or ads or otherwise, like just not even looking in the industry at all for work. I need to get away. I'll wait for it if anything I've put out comes back to me. I don't think, oh, this is new. You protect your mental health, pay for food. I stopped being full-time in 2014. I've been a writer for 10 years now. Wasn't the plan, but creativity finds a way. This is new as well. Yeah, it's basically where I'm at right now. Like, I can't, actively looking is just exhausting. I've applied and applied. I've, wrote cover letter after cover letter. Busted my little butt. But I'm not even actively looking anymore. Because I literally just have to put money in my bank account and pay off the car that I'm about to buy. Funny because I live in the East Coast and I feel like nothing is here. Yeah, and I think that's why they were on the West Coast. The OP is because there wasn't anything on the East Coast and all the work was on the West. But now there's no work anywhere, so it doesn't even matter where you are. And the West Coast is so expensive. So it's like, well, and I guess that's their mindset is like, if there's no work for me in the West Coast, there's no point in me being here. Like, I came here for work, for opportunities, and like both East and West are complete. Like, there's nothing here. So just, I don't know. Everything crashing is making me so upset. Because I'm just seeing artist after artist, like, just kind of put their whole pussy into everything that they do and just getting nothing out of it. It's frustrating. And there's, like, and you can mourn that too. Like, you can mourn the fact that you literally put everything into what you're doing and just didn't get anything back. It just sucks. Like, no matter, like, I don't know. Boomers and Gen X will be like, well, this is how life is. But, like, also, I don't know, like, am I not allowed to grieve my hard work being lost? Yeah, job hunting is exhausting, and it's immensely taxing. It's a full-time job in of itself, but the problem is, like, you just constantly have to suck up to people. That's exhausting. I regret not going west sometimes, at the same time hearing there's no jobs anyways. I dodged a bullet. I think you did. You might have dodged a bullet, to be completely honest. Like I don't know. And it's a problem with, like me as a junior. It's like, I got so screwed out of my first experience. I just didn't get anything. I graduated into nothing. So I'm competing with people who have been laid off that have been working in the industry for 10 years that got laid off. And it's like, they're not going to take me. I don't expect them to take me. I wish they would. Because I'm funny, probably. And I like doing work. But yeah, just not going to happen. It just sucks. I was so upset yesterday because of my life prospects. But we ballin'. It's just hard for me to swallow my pride, I think, and admit that, like, I won't say I wasted my time, because I pursued something that I loved, and I did the labor, but it does bruise. Thank you, Miranda. Yeah, like OP, I'm not actively looking, but I mean, oh Jesus, this is horrible. Just gotta take what we can get. Hi, Sunny. We're talking about being really sad that the job market is horrible. It's a great conversation. Everyone's having a banger. Oh god. Definitely need to not go this long between character models because I feel like my topology got worse while I wasn't working on it. You know what? I thought this was gonna be crap, neat topology. It's okay. It's serviceable. I definitely feel worse than what I was when I made my portfolio pieces though. That's fine. It is really low poly back here. That's better. Okay. Now, you have 12. Oh, we ball. Bro, I got into fentanyl in the fall when they released their EP. It just showed up on my recommended. And while I was in California, one, I found out that they're from Toronto, which, like, whenever I found out anyone's from Toronto, I get really excited. Two, they were doing a show while I was gone, and they haven't played in Toronto since, and I'm genuinely, like, so sad. Like, the one time there's actually, like, a Toronto artist that's playing, I'm not there. I was so peeved. Hopefully she plays again. Cool. Leg is done. I just have to reconcile this. I think what I'll do is I will terminate some things. And then I will connect the neck topology. I'm gonna have to do some more terminations. And then I'll just take a break and we'll be able to do some other stuff like creating the eyeballs and the mouth bag. You know what? I thought it was going to bother me that this was here, but this looks like the lats definition, so it looks good, sort of. I don't know how usable it is, but we ball. Maybe one too many there. Okay, one more. Let's... Okay, how many? I want from here to here. 11. Oof. That's stupid. Why is it? Alright. Crap. That sucks. It's odd. Whatever. This one is what? $16. Man. I think I might have to add this one back. So we're going from 12 to 16, so probably have to do that twice. Actually, you know what? Usually when I have to do those, let's save a new one. Let's mirror this. Okay. So as it stands, I'll tonate some more. Thanks, Miranda, for hanging out. Yeah, I'll be live streaming again this Thursday. And by Thursday, I'll know more information about the new schedule, because I have a meeting with someone on Wednesday, and so that will determine whether or not I'm actually in that program. So yeah, hopefully I'll see you on Thursday, same time. Take care. I can't believe how thick the nose is with topology. That's like actually kind of crazy. I feel like I don't need that much. Ta-da! She is at 6,000 vertices, 12k triangles. Not bad. You know what? I'm actually gonna leave. I'm only gonna make the eyes. I'm gonna leave them like that because what I wanted to do is I wanted to bring this back into ZBrush to adjust the facial proportions. Okay, so it is 1:48. I'm gonna take a break. I need to use the bathroom and have a snack. So we have finished the retopology of the main body. And what we can do is we'll change that background. Is Epic like pen gonna... There we go. So let's write down the next steps for when I come back. So, retopology is done. What we have to do now is let's make some eyeballs. This is going to help when I adjust my facial features. So we'll make some eyeballs. Then we will take these, the face back into ZBrush. We'll just take the whole thing back into ZBrush and move the mesh around a little bit. So adjust face in ZBrush. Once I'm happy with the face, then I will make the mouth bag. So create mouth bag in Maya. And I think that's going to probably take the rest of the stream for that. So that's the plan. So I'm gonna take a breaky and then we're gonna come back and do that stuff. So let's give myself one, I want to use that screensaver, and two, let's put out the BRB, and edit that. So it's 151. So 2, give myself an extra minute, 2:07, so 15 minutes. All right, breaky time. I'm back. So, sorry the stream got really loud for a second. Momo was here for forehead time. He likes sitting at my desk. Okay, I don't know when my input stopped. That's cool. Not sure why that happened. But anyway, we're back. Sorry, that was my plate. I had peanut butter toast. Okay. That's Momo. So let's make some eyeballs, first of all. So I'll bring in a sphere. And let's edit it. I think 16 by 16 is fine. Actually, no, I'm gonna go 16 by 14. I'm gonna duplicate this and set that to smooth mesh. And I will convert smooth mesh preview to polygons. I'll just call this high for 1 second. Then I will going to go back to my original eyeball. I'll just call it eye. We'll call it the retopology. Let me see. And set this live. I'm gonna quad draw this. And I'm also gonna make it symmetrical. Let's see. Conform. That will, wow, I sound like my freaking, I sound like my character design teacher right now with all my freaking throat clearing. So that's going to snap the low to the high, and that just means that it's the exact same shape. There will be no discrepancies generally. So now I have a quad eyeball shape. This is what I was taught. This is for 3D animation characters. I keep the same principles because why not? There's, you know, nothing wrong with doing it this method. It doesn't hurt anything. It also makes the shape a little clearer. The only problem is that you will sometimes get some banding at this shape. But the way that we are going to shade the model in the final live tracking render, it's going to be NPR. So NPR means that it is non-physically rendered. Compare that to PBR, which is physically based rendering. And so we're not going to be using any rules of science when it comes to rendering the mesh in the final. So I don't even think there's going to be any shadows on it. I think I'm going to be painting all my shadows on. So there's no need to worry about the banding here because it's not going to matter. And this isn't being deformed in any way. It's the eyeball. It's going to stay shapely. So I don't need to worry about the topology like I would with this. Because even though, again, it's being NPR rendered, this mesh is still being deformed. So I do need to worry about banding. Because while the banding won't be an issue in terms of the shading, it will be an issue with like the weight painting. So it's all kind of connected in that way. So let's mirror that. Make sure that's one unified mesh. Yes, it is. Let me make sure this is all one unified mesh too. Yes. Or is it? No, it is not. Sometimes when I do my mirror operation, it will leave some stupid vertices, so I just gotta clean them up and make sure that they're gone. Looks like that's it. No. Yeah. Seems to be connected fine. There's one. Not sure why this is being weird. I just want to see what happens when I delete them. Okay, that's fine. Let's bring this back. Snap it. Cloud it. There we go. It's done. Fixed. Off. Alright, so the eye. Now that it's mirrored, I'm not going for any of the other techniques when it comes to like making the eyeball and the cornea into separate meshes, like animation characters will. Again, this is going to be NPR. I'm just going to use one eye file. So I'm just going to duplicate it with Control D and turn off symmetry, and then I'm going to kind of bring it in place. I already put the eye in place in ZBrush, so I know that this mesh is going to take an eyeball. It's not like I won't have to do extreme changes or anything like that. But, you know, still. Okay. So, can I... not ideal. It's a little easier to see. Eyes are slightly angled down, typically, and then to the right a little. Okay. Let's mirror that. Move all that crap over. bring this back into ZBrush. Let me just save everything first. I'll keep it on here. I'm gonna export in OBJ because ZBrush will check if there's any non-ngons for me. It won't do that on an FBX. Let's also make a new retopology. And let's open ZBrush. I'm really curious how the closed caption software like knows what ZBrush is, but it won't ever say retopology. Yeah, it just always does that. Just interesting. I think I will just, I think I'll just do this. And I want to see what it saw. Oh, I fucked it up. Yeah. Where's the N-gon that it supposedly found? I would love to know. It's not that one. It's not even an N-gon. Alright, well, whatever. It fixed it for me, apparently. Oh, you know what? It might be in the ear. No. Whatever. Let's get my references, because I was looking at the sculpt and I was really not into the face. Not that I don't like it, it's just proportions were still off. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to load in my old one, like my sculpt, only because I want the hair. Because it's useful for... Oh yeah, the scales are different. I want the hair. Let's do that again. Oh. Huh. Okay. Interesting. Alright. So I'm mostly drawing from this one. I'm not drawing from this one. She looks really young here. Mostly these two. Let's separate that and just adjust the shaping because it was not correct. Oh. I'm giving space for the volume of the eyelid that will be extruded later. So just keep that in mind. And that looks better. now it's just gonna come to I guess just making the eyes bigger. Oh, that didn't connect properly. That's what the... Alright. I'll fix it later, it's fine. Oh, someone just called me. Hold on, I'm gonna pause stream for 1 second. Okay, it was fine. It was just an appointment reminder. So we went from this to this. So same distance between the eyes, they're just larger. I'm still gonna have to mess with the eyeballs themselves. Let's bring this back down. And, okay, let's fix that. So the eyeballs themselves need to be a little bit bigger now that the eyes got larger. Actually, they just need to get moved. further back. And then we'll adjust this one more time. I brought the eyelid down a little more because as the eye gets larger, I, again, have to remember that she's half-lidded right now for rigging purposes. So I don't want to make her half-lidded too big, or else when she actually opens her eyes, they're going to be massive. Admittedly, her eyes are going to be covered by her bangs, of course, but I still need to take that into account. And this looks good enough. Okay. So now I can bring these two objects back into Maya. Yeah, so you can see how the top of the eyelid is way more properly shaped. I can't draw over it, but yeah. So that seems about right. Something like that. Alright, let's bring that back. So I'm going to re-export it as a OBJ, so I'm just going to call it ZBrush Fix. Bring that back in. When you bring in other crap, it will create weird hierarchies. I just go into the namespace editor and just delete everything. So I'm just gonna get rid of the old one for a second, and let's work on fixing that little spot that ZBrush noticed here. It's still incorrect. looks like it's fixed. So now we can compare these two, if necessary, which might be fun. Let me just check my translations. They're all 0. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move them. So I'll put the original Macy here. And I don't need to worry about their arms. I'm just going to keep them close. Let's bring the hard edges back. I guess you can't really tell much of a difference, huh? Anyway, the eyes on this one are bigger. And I edited some other little things. But yeah. Sometimes I wonder if the whole face should be more squished. Oh well, let's bring that back. Worst case scenario, I can always bring it back into ZBrush. Not the end of the world. So we'll stay like that for now, and then I'll bring it, oh, I gotta do the mouth bag. If I do bring it back into ZBrush, I'll just mask off the mouth bag. It's not a huge problem. So mouth bags, alright. This shouldn't have been what's the word? Fused. I didn't mean to do that. supposed to be like that. So now what I can do is, this should always be a ring selection. If I like select the edges of the mouth, I should be, like if I do a double click, it should select the whole ring. And what I can do is I can extrude it inside itself. So we're gonna go inside for a little bit. We'll push it in, and then we'll start opening it up. About maybe here. What's the best way to do this again? It's been a bit. I swore I used to just be able to like extrude it outward, but I guess maybe not. Hi, cool guy boy. I've made many a mouth bag, but I've never actually rigged one. Yeah, I'm like, not gonna lie, feel like I did it wrong. Yeah, I definitely feel I have done this incorrectly. But every single time I went to go and like look up tutorials on how to do like an animation mouth bag, everyone just like, again, this is my problem with learning, is that like no one gives me the correct information and it makes me mad. Yeah, there is a correct way it should be done. I'll probably end stream here so that I can go learn about the mouth bag. We did a lot still. I finished the retopology, I adjusted the face, I put the eyeball in. So, still good progress. Yeah, I'm gonna... No, I'm like the only animation nerd I know. I would have to contact my professor. But, there's information online. I just have to go dig for it. Because, unfortunately, like, whenever you look up anything about 3D online, usually it's by a Blender bro. And it's not useful to me. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here then. I'll go do my own digging. I might have to make the mouth bag off stream. And then maybe we'll make a new one from scratch, on stream later. So I can teach it, mayhaps. Okay. Yeah, Blender bros truly are. Alright, yeah, sorry, stream is ending early. Also, check out my screensaver that I stole. Okay. More information on my schedule will be coming Thursday. Until then, I'm gonna go look up this mouth bag stuff. For Thursday's stream, I'll go over the mouth bag, and then we'll start retopologizing the clothing. There shouldn't be too much retopology to do. I actually think the topology on the clothing is already semi-good, so I won't have to like completely retopo it, I don't think. So yeah. Okay, bye, have a good night. Or afternoon.